Hey, howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, and platter videos, series videos I've been trying for a little while now. I go over there and try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then I talk about the stuff. I let you know all that you need to know about. Hopefully delicious stuff that, you can try if you want to try, or you don't have to try. You can just watch for whatever entertainment value this thing I do might bring you. You could watch it just to try to plot my demise and find my weaknesses, though I'd prefer that you don't. I'm just saying I'm not really plotting worthy. I suppose that depends on who might be plotting against me. That's really up to them, but just my person, I don't see myself as being someone worth plotting against. I already go over there and pretty much ruin my own life on a regular basis, so But anyway, I'm inside the truck. If I'm inside the truck, then I was on my way to a place and I found a thing to try, and that is certainly the case today. I was on my way from work, stopped off at a gas station, hence the super grody work shirt, hence the general grodiness that I am at the moment. But yeah, I stopped off at a place and I was looking around and I found something. I was like, all right, I guess I got to, because boom! We've got Liquid Death Severed Lime, naturally flavored sparkling water. Yes, indeed, folks, murder your thirst. I have gone over there, I've done, I did not too long ago, like maybe a few weeks back, I did a couple of reviews for, if you're not familiar with Liquid Death, I'll go into that real quickly. Their whole thing is it's canned water, and it's supposed to be for environmental stuff because you can recycle it versus the plastic stuff where that whole thing. They eventually came out with carbonated water, sparkling water, whatever you want to call it, and then recently they've come out with a few flavored sparkling waters. I did one for the mango, and I did one for, I don't remember what the other one was, but I did those at the time. Those were the ones that I found and were available. So go watch those videos if you're interested. But this one I found recently, and I figured, what the hell, we'll finish off the trifecta of the Liquid Death flavored sparkling waters that they're doing. It's got a little thing here. This ruthless tall boy of flavored sparkling waters, armed with agave nectar and natural electrolytes to refresh your body and murder your thirst. They donate 10% of their profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution, which, I'm not yaying or naying any companies or any, I'm not. But I will say this. If that's the case, plastic pollution is definitely a big issue that we're dealing with right now. So, again, not telling you to go out and buy this stuff just because ultimately I'm just here to tell you how it tastes. So, it's bottled in Austria. Does it say? Carbonated mountain water, agave nectar, lime extract, general stuff. So, all right. Let's try some stuff, folks. I'll be honest, I'm not really a sparkling water guy. I have 3 cases of sparkling water that I bought months ago. Because I'm trying to be healthier, so I'm trying to not drink as much soda and as much sugary stuff. And they've just been there. Don't get me wrong, I do grab one every now and again, but boy, oh boy, they are usually a last-ditch option, before I go grocery shopping. So, I like Liquid Death. I like the normal stuff. I'm not big on the sparkling stuff, but, so, let's see how this goes. Excuse me. You know what? Okay. Seriously. This, out of all the flavored ones that I've had, is my favorite. I already like Liquid Death, their flavored sparkling waters more than, a lot of their contemporaries that I've tried. But this is my favorite of the three that I've had because it kind of tastes like just weak 7-Up or Sprite. The lime flavor is actually pretty prevalent, and basically all it's missing is like the sweetness to back it up. It also doesn't have quite as crisp a flavor, if I'm honest, but I'm just saying. Maybe that's just due to the level of carbonation that they're using. But yeah, it's actually not bad. Like typically when I drink like carbonated waters, yeah, folks, it's not a thing that I need to do. Like I probably should, but it's just not good. It doesn't taste right, and then I don't know, man. I've been told by people who do, they're like, you gotta like do it enough, and your body kind of gets used to it, and you start to be more okay with it. I just don't feel like that's a thing I want to acclimate to. It just seems sad and unfortunate to me. No offense if you enjoy this stuff. Like, it's literally just my personal thing. But I will say this. If more of them were kind of along the lines of what Liquid Death is doing, I would be more inclined. They still wouldn't be my drinks of choice. But at the very least, this is okay. Like, this, I don't mind. I mean, I like Sprite, I like 7-Up, I'm a big, enjoyer of lemon lime sodas. So, I can kind of go with this. It doesn't have, like, a funky aftertaste. That's another thing, man. Like, when it comes to a lot of the sparkling waters, even if the initial taste is okay, it's not enough to carry the entire mouthful, and it just ends up tasting really weird at the end. That's not the case. The lime flavor actually carries through the entire experience, and since it's actually a pretty decent lime flavor, it actually kind of works. Like, I think that I had another lime one, I believe it was from Polar, I want to say, and that actually was pretty okay too, from what I recall. That was out of all the cases of sparkling water that I bought, that was the one that I actually finished. Because I was like, okay, I can go with this. This one, to compare it to the Polar, from what I can recall from months ago, I think I prefer this. I think the Polar was a little bit harsher from what I recall. This is a fairly mellow drink. And again, it doesn't have any of the funky, weird tastes that tend to go with like carbonated waters. It's actually pretty good. Like, I'm not dreading every time I put it to my mouth, which again, with some of them is genuinely the case. Like, if I buy it, I'm going to drink it because I don't want to waste it. I try to consume the things that I purchase. But that doesn't mean that I like a lot of this stuff. And some of these things, man, I'm fighting to get it down, just to get it down so that it's down and it's gone forever. In this case, if for whatever reason, I ended up with like a case of these, which I don't know if it's even available by the case, but if I somehow did, I could actually go with it. Again, it wouldn't be my go-to drink by any means. For me, after a long night of work, I'm tired, I'm wore out, I come home, I want something to drink. I'm not really an alcohol person, typically, if I'm out and about with friends, what have you, but at home, I'm not a beer guy, I'm not gonna, so for me, if I come home, I want to give myself a little treat. I'll go over there. I'll have a root beer. I'll go over there. I'll have, maybe an RC Cola, something like that. Just a small stash of sweet carbonated beverages that I can enjoy periodically. Would this substitute for that? No. But it would be like a decent, like, middle of the day drink. Something where, like, I don't really need it to be a particularly special drink, but at the same time, I'd still like it to taste okay. That's where this would fit in for me. Would I recommend it to people? Yes, actually I would. I would say if you're somebody who's already, into sparkling waters, give it a shot. There's no reason not to. I mean, maybe you might object to the whole liquid death thing. Some people might. At this point, I can't see why, but, hey, it is what it is. But in terms of just overall flavor and such, I think it does a good job. To people who maybe are, thinking about trying it, or maybe you're not a sparkling water person or whatever, this wouldn't be a bad place to start, provided that you enjoy, kind of lemon lime type stuff. If you're already sort of in that, then I think that this could be a way to sort of maneuver into that, kind of put it on easy mode. So that's my take on it. Anyway, I guess that's going to do it for that review then. 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. If you could go over there and have yourselves a truly severed lime flavored rest of your life, because this is the best of the liquid deaths that I've had, with the exception of just the normal water, because it's just normal water. So that's a pretty decent life, I think. Final 2 things before I get out of here, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, even if it doesn't always feel like it sometimes. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole, okay? You're not going to succeed all the time. Life is hard. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Even the one thing from the Simpsons episode where he throws Mole Man out the window. Life is not an easy thing. I don't care how prepared you are, how good you are, what you do. Man, shit can go from good to bad real fast, and you end up in a bad spot. So you're going to have times when you're going to be an asshole. It's going to happen. But if you try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your life, that's typically what you're aiming for. My opinion, anyway. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you know the Liquid Death guys over in Austria, and you're over there and you're like, hey, Liquid Death guys over in Austria, that severed lime thing you did was pretty sweet. Maybe let's go over there and come out with like a pineapple version. There's this, kind of tubby guy on YouTube, and he's all grody looking and stuff, but he tries out your stuff and things, and he's a big fan of pineapple, and let's see how it goes. And then it ends up being a huge hit. You become their marketing director, and it's a whole thing, 6-figure incomes, private jets, the life. And, maybe you go over there, you remember your buddy, Brandon. You're just like, hey, that guy. Or conversely, I don't know, something else you could do. Go take some programming classes so you can go over there and learn programming, because programming's a useful skill to have. Bye.